at the tax sale way up there. Just picked up a PS3, a 360, and a couple other crappy stuff. And altogether was 40 bucks. Later. At the estate sale over here, just picked up like a whole bunch of Xbox games. Nothing great, and they only wanted $5 for all this. So for $5, I just couldn't pass it up. Later. At the pawn shop over here, since we had to do a stupid college trip, I picked up Prince of Persia Limited Edition, Luigi's Mansion,
we're not putting my
and Super
face
Mario Sunshine
on your YouTube video.
for $12.
We're not doing that.
Later.
Dad.
This was a Craigslist deal. Picked up an N64 with a few games, maybe like 8 games, and altogether was 40 bucks. And a PS3 Slim is under there too, so not a bad deal. Later. Alright guys, so here are my pickups for the last week or so. As always, we'll do pawn shops, flea markets, thrift stores, and everything in between. The week was really good. I was able to pick up 2 major games for my NES collection. So stay tuned for that because it will be worth it. Really good week. I'll start with this. I picked up this 360 Slim with the controller and a PS3 Slim with no controller. And I paid 40 bucks for them. And so it was at a tax sale. I already sold the PS3 for like 100 bucks with 4 games. So that was a good deal there. At another tax sale, picked all of this for 5 bucks. Basically, the lady was getting ready to go. And she said, if you want everything, just give me 5 bucks and you can have it. So I picked up Madden 64, this cover thing for the Switch, and all these games. Nothing crazy good in here, but a couple of decent games. And for 5 bucks, you just couldn't leave it behind. So I'm very happy to pick that up. At the flea market, picked up from a vendor, picked up Dungeons and Dragons for 4 bucks. Rolling Thunder 2 for 4 bucks. This game goes for usually for about 20 to 25. Maybe this is a $15 game. And then I picked up Out of This World Complete for also 4 bucks. At another vendor, he basically said he had this all morning, and I got there really late. I got there like around 9:30. He said he couldn't find the game, but then he found it, and he sold me Phantasy Star 2. No manual, just the game, and I paid 5 bucks for that. So really good deal there. Actually, I paid less than 5 because I believe I had a PS3 controller too, and I think I paid 7 bucks for both. So a really good deal there. The next deal was at Savers. I went there one morning, actually kind of late also, and was able to pick up a whole bunch of stuff of Gamecube games, and a couple other things for really cheap. Picked up Lotus 2 and Road Rash 3 for $3.99. Then I basically paid $44 altogether, including this. So the other games were Beautiful Joe, Resident Evil 4, Tony Hawk American Wasteland. They were all complete and all in decent shape. Tiger Woods PGA Tour, SSX 3, which I didn't have, so I get to add that to the collection. And for some reason I didn't have Splinter Cell, so I get to add that too. We also picked up Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia, Lego Star Wars. I believe this game is everywhere. And the best 3 games out of the lot were Zelda Master Quest, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. I also had a 20% off. It was technically $60, but I ended up paying like $44 after the 20% off. At a pawn shop on a Sunday, I actually went to take my daughter to a school trip, actually to look for a college, and we found this pawn shop open. It looks like a newer pawn shop. He had everything marked for some reason, but all these 3 games were not marked, and he said anything that's not marked is $4. So I paid $4 for Prince of Persia, $4 for Super Mario Sunshine, and $4 for Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion does not have the manual. This one was complete. And, you know, this game is easily $30. This game is really easily about $30 also. I think this is about 30 to 35. 30 to 35, and this one is up to a $40 game. This is not much at all. So I'm very happy about that. Then I had a call back from Craigslist. The guy said, would you be interested in this? And I said yes. He asked for 50. I offered 40. And this is what I picked up. A PS3, super slim. He doesn't think it will work. It's really dirty. And I don't think it's going to work either. But we'll see if it does. Picked up Return of the Joker for the Game Boy. Rogue Squadron. Turok. Star Wars Racer. Bugs Life. Pokemon Snap. Winback. Star Fox. And GoldenEye. I also picked up 2 controllers. And here's another one. And also picked up an N64. No expansion. But again, for $40. Not a bad deal at all. And then I had the best pickup, or actually I made a trade and was able to pick up 4 really good games. I gave away a few games. I gave Splatterhouse for the TurboGrafx. I actually gave up a system, my spare system for the Turbo. I also gave away a few other games for the Turbo and Doom for the Saturn, and I believe the other one was Sonic City to get these 4 games, and these were it. The first one was Ghost Lion, which I didn't have. It's maybe like a $50 game all day. Dragon Warrior 3. This is also, I have it complete, and this is like maybe like a $50 game also these days. And then I picked up the pickup of the week. Alright guys, so this will be a big time trade. I'm trading Splatterhouse, Doom, an extra turbo that I have, and some other turbo games for 4 good games, and 2 that are really rare or at least harder to get. So hopefully it works out, and I'll show you after I'm done. Later. So this was a Facebook deal. The guy had a whole bunch of games for $560. There were a few games that I wanted, so I just basically asked if he would trade. He said yes. I traded the stuff that I showed you before, and I got Dragon Warrior 3, Ghost Lion, Fire and Ice for the NES, and DuckTales 2 for the games that I showed before. So a game that I really wanted, so I'm very happy to pick this and this. They're both over $100 games all day, so great day. Later. So the pickup of the week is actually 2 games. It is Fire and Ice for the NES. This is a $125 game all day. It was a cool guy, a very nice, friendly guy. He helped me out a lot. He did basically maybe a little bit more than even trade because I gave him a couple of extra things. But I think at the end of the day, it's worth it because I didn't have these games. Again, Fire and Ice and maybe $125 games. And then a game that I've been looking for a long time, and I'm extremely happy to pick this up. It is DuckTales 2. It's in decent shape. There's some yellowing there, but the label is really nice. And for for what I traded for, I'm very happy. This game these days is going for at least $150. The week was excellent. I was able to add a lot of stuff to my collection and decent stuff to my collection. So very happy and very grateful to pick that up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you all next week. Later.